Okay, so I'm going to walk you through this, but for the first part, kind of like what we've done before, we're going to take that ending code from the code along, and we're going to place it in a folder for pub on W4, and then I'm going to show you some of the things I want to do before we get into the requirements, the rest of them. So I'm still in private where we left on the code long, so like I've shown you before, I would open the base folder. Okay, I would look at this and I would say, okay, I'm going to go here. I'm going to create a new folder, W4. Right? I'm going to go to here, copy this, right? Go down into here, and then paste them. Good. And you know what I like to do is I like to then open just the folder I'm working on. Okay, so this is where, oh, that's week. No wonder I'm like, what? It's week 4, right? So actually, oh, that's interesting. Sorry, what I just did there, because I was kind of curious, I pulled the whole folder, and that's not what I wanted to do. I actually just wanted to open the public. Yeah, sorry. I was just kind of curious. I had never done it. I drug it over just to see. So I'm going to open that. I'm going to open this. Okay. So now on the index, good. Right. Okay, so we're good. So there's a couple things I want to clean up here, just because I want to clean this up. Get rid of all the comments, first of all, right? As a matter of fact, get rid of the arrays as well. Okay. At this point, what you should have is how many times you called it, right? And every one will vary in that sense of how many times. So what I want to do here is I want to start us writing a new function in way of doing introduction to looping. Okay. So a couple of things. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this console log. And I'm going to get rid of all of these console logs, okay? Because I really want to have all that output in one place. I want to consolidate, right? Now that I have pushed this, right? And I have now called this multiple times. If I then have another function call here, and I would say display output, something like that, right? And now I'm going to go write that function, right? I'm going to say function display output. Okay. So now I want to introduce you. So this is almost there. We're getting close, right? So at this point, again, your array, the number of arrays you have in here, right, in this global array will be different. This is why this is fun to see what we're about to do. Okay? Which is we're going to, and before we start, I want you, and I'll give you the link here, to the guide for looping and iteration. Because once we introduce the concept of an array, we generally want to loop over an array to do something multiple times, right? So let me just go live here. Week 4. Right? Console log. Now that I don't have anything, but if I do just look at the data itself, I can see I have 3. So instead of, right, and I could just output like I did before, but I want to just show you via way of introduction how we can loop over this to create output based on the inputs and the data we've calculated. Okay? All right, so at this point, what I'm going to have you do is go ahead and commit this with, right? Actually, we haven't had display done, so I think I'll just change this to setup done because we haven't done the display yet.